What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 summary slash preview analysis. Today, guys, we are going to be going over the episode 28 summary and cast list along with the preview for this upcoming episode. In fact, we also do have the name of this arc now. I was informed of what this is, but this now has an official name. This is going to be called the Goha 6th Elementary Arc. I believe that's what the name of it is. It's Goha 6 Elementary something. I know for that for a fact. So I just wanted to quickly let you guys know that. So we now know what the next arc is going to be for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. So I'm very excited to get into this. So let's not waste any time and let's get straight into it. Also, I do want to make a quick note right here that the episode 29 and 30 summaries have come out already. That I wanted to kind of let you guys know this, but I want to ask you guys, do not say anything about 29 or 30 or anything of that kind of sort. I just want to mention because these ones came out a lot faster than any of us honestly expected. I mean, I think this is the first time where we got basically 2 weeks ahead's worth of summary, so I kind of wanted to mention this right now because I think that was kind of interesting to note. Though, if you guys have already read the summaries, please don't say anything in the comment section, or no, I shouldn't say that. If you want to put it in the comment section, that's fine. Just put a spoiler warning in it and space down enough to where you have to click the read more to actually talk about it. I would really appreciate that. That way, not only just me, but anyone else that's just only like to follow episode by episode like I do. That way we're not spoiled of what's gonna be coming up. I would really appreciate that, guys, if you did that. So yeah, let's actually get right into it. So the episode 28 summary, it is called Training Camp Sushi Duel. Yugioh and Co. have decided to take part in the Rush Duel tournament, and they're attending a training camp for this. As the sun sets, Roman and Sushi Co. begin a duel, with the right to hog the TV at stake. That's a very interesting stake. I think it's been a minute since we've actually had like a pretty weird stake for a duel. I mean, even like the last duel where whoever won that rook versus rook duel would be the rook to stay. So this is a little bit more of a chill kind of out there kind of stake. So that's kind of interesting. But let's go into the cast. And the cast list for episode 28, we got Yuga, Ruck, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Sebastian, Mimi, Rikuyu, Asan, Metsuboro, Sushiko, Nick Yagi, which if you guys don't know, that is the cowboy character, Kan, Hada Kasaki, which I think is just one of Kan's friends, Hanto Goto, which I think is another one of his members, Drone, and then extras. And yeah, that was it. That's definitely an interesting cast list. I want to talk about the immediate standout one, Sebastian. Sebastian is in this episode, but Neil isn't. Remember, Neil was actually in the last episode. He went to talk to Mr. Goha about, like, you know, he wasn't a betrayer. He just thinks that there's there's potential in rush duels, and then Mr. Goha said, "You're naive. You're a fool." That was the old interaction we got. So it's very interesting. I don't know what Sebastian is going to be. Well, Mimi is in the cast list, so maybe he's talking to Mimi. I have no idea because obviously he's not talking to Goha or any of the 5 other guys because they're obviously not on the cast list. Maybe he's at this training camp that they're going to for a duel tournament, which is very interesting. I will say that you actually have a camp to go to. I mean, there's sports camps and stuff like that, so I'm not surprised at this, but we've never had like a duel camp before, so I think that's actually a pretty cool thing. And then we get another Roman duel actually in this episode against Sushiko, which is very interesting. I didn't think she would actually duel anytime soon, but hey, I'm wrong. She's actually going to be dueling in this episode against Rowan, which, again, is very interesting. I will say, though, that after watching the preview, now, if you guys have been, I sound like a broken record at this point. I understand, but I feel like I have to state it every time. If you guys are new to the channel, if you guys watched I think it was episode 11 summaries, or no, I think it was actually the no, it was episode 12 review. You guys know that I've kind of been disappointed with Roman's dueling for the past, or for the last two duels that we've had so far with her. I'm not gonna count the Otis duel, which I want to talk about that in this episode, or in this video real quick. So we'll get to that in a second. But I have not liked this whole like berserk, in quotation marks, that's what I'm doing, in this berserk mode state where she basically goes insane when she duels. And if you guys have been here, I have not really loved it. It's not my favorite. I have honestly not enjoyed any of Roman's duels doing this. I just don't like it at all. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't fit Roman, I feel like. You know, she's just this nice person when you talk to her in like the real life, when there's no stakes or anything like that. And when she goes to duel, especially like in the middle of the duel, she just goes crazy, and I've just never liked that concept at all. It doesn't feel like it fits. I feel like if it was going to fit to anyone, honestly, I feel like it would have fit Rook. I think Rook is like the only character out of the main four that I think it fit with, because I don't think Gakuto would have fit, and I don't think it would have fit Yuga at all. So, yeah, and I will say that we do know that she's going to use it in this episode. One of the last shots before you get to the part where they go to na 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 na, like when they play the song, you see like her eyes just beam the red out, and then we know that she goes into this mode again. So I can't, and that's really like disappointing, because I remember from episode 24 when Roman was dueling against Otis, even though we didn't see the duel, her eyes never turned red. And I thought that was very, very weird, because, you know, for the last two duels we had before that duel, even though we didn't see it, she went into that mode. She had her red eyes glow and all that. But for some reason in that duel, that never happened. And I was thinking like, there was two things I was thinking. Either they're trying to go away with that, or, which I shouldn't have thought of that, because it wouldn't. See, I was thinking like maybe they were going to go away from it because maybe there were some complaints or something like that, but I think that the weird thing about it is that if you did that, I think that would cause questions like, why was it those two duels that it occurred? What was the case? I mean, the first duel, maybe I can understand because she was hungry and she got mad and stuff like that. The other one was that she got mad at Rook. So basically, when she gets angry of some sort, she goes into this mode because she was mad that she was hungry, and she was mad that she couldn't like be happy for Rook finally accepting her as a friend after everything that ended up went down with Roa, which Roa was not in this cast list. I know that might be a weird name to even pull up, but it's kind of weird because the last two episodes we haven't seen anything of Roa. I'm worried about Roa being out of the show for a while. I don't know. I really thought he would be in this because I feel like with the Rush Duel tournaments, you would think that Roa would appear, and maybe he still will appear. Maybe Yoshio's gang will still appear in this Rush Duel tournaments training camp. Maybe Bakuro's guys might be here. I have no idea. Maybe even what is that guy's name? I remember I was talking about him like the entire time, and right after we got done with the arc, I forget his name. It's the fisherman guy. Maybe he will appear in this, even though I really doubt it. I mean, we haven't seen him since episode, what was it, 15, I think is when we saw him, so I don't think we're going to see him there, but I don't know. There were some names that I want to wish to see it, because I want to know who's in this tournament, but we do know Rikuyo Asan is here, which we do actually see her design closer to the end, and I think she has a great design. I actually really do like her design. It might be one of my favorite design characters in Sevens so far, to be completely honest with you guys. I think she has a really cool design, and I think she's gonna be part of the Goha 6 Elementary along with the two other ones. And kind of notable as well is that Goha 6 Elementary. Now, I don't know if that's just a different school, like in the Goha like range, or is this like a lower grade? I mean, she doesn't look like a lower grade, so like, is this like another school in the Goha area. I have no idea. Well, it has to be because it's either that or it's like the sixth graders, which there's no way that she's a sixth grader. That you're telling me that she is younger than Yuga? Doubt it. I think it's just a separate school, but that was a weird thing to even bring up. But I really like her design. I can't wait to see what she is in the next episode. I can't wait to see like her personality and what she's going to be, because this is the first girl villain, if you don't count Yubel. I know that is something you can debate about the whole Yubel thing. I'm not going to count her just because I saw her as a neither, honestly. So if you don't count that and you don't count like side villains and stuff like that, she's technically our first girl villain. I mean, it's cool. I can't wait to see what she brings onto the table. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what her personality is going to be like. Is she going to be? I'm really hoping she's as intense as Neil. That is the biggest thing I want. You know, even though Neil is going to be in the show, he really can't do anything because his dual account was terminated. So he can't really bring intensity into the show like he was before. But maybe this new character can. We'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, just the duel is going to be very interesting. I think Roman's going to win this duel if I had to make a prediction right now. I mean, not only do I feel like this is the first time Tsuchiko has dueled and we don't know anything about her, so I feel like it wouldn't make sense for her to win, but also because of the fact that Roman has an ace monster that we still have not seen. I was a little bit disappointed in episode 24 when we didn't see her ace monster, the new one that was in the same pack as Keme Ruler, which we did see in episode 24 that was used by Gakuto. So it's a little bit weird. Plus, we saw Rook's Maragears. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I do apologize. But we did see that monster in the last episode, and actually, that's in the booster pack after Roman's Ace Monsters pack had came out. So that's very interesting that we still haven't seen it, but we have to see it in this duel. There's just no way that they're going to do that. If that's the case, I don't know another chance that you could do it. I'm going to be honest, if we don't see it in this episode, we're not seeing it in the series. I'm going to make, that might be a bold statement to say, but there's just no way they're going to keep it for this long and not see anything with it. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm excited to see the new Ace Monster. Or at least I hope I'm going to be excited to see the new Ace Monster. I think it's going to be in there, so I'm not going to worry about it. But, you know, I always keep stuff like that in the back of my mind. So, yeah. As for, I guess for predictions in this, again, I have not seen anything of 29 and 30. If you want to mention something like that, just put a spoiler warning in your comment section. I would really appreciate that. But some predictions with this. Really don't have any predictions. With this being a dual tournament, I'm very excited to see what this is. I don't know how many people is going to be in this tournament because I feel like this is going to be a 1v1 tournament, even though I felt like the last episode almost hinted at a 2v2, but I think they kind of shied away with that. I feel like I don't think there's going to be a 2v2 duel, so I don't know. In fact, we didn't see one in Vrains. I mean, yeah, we technically had 2v1 duels, but 2v1 duels is not the same as 2v2 duels. I mean, in 2v1 duels in Vrains, the two people just shared one board, and normally at a time, normally one of them had their ace monster out in the field, so I don't know. Maybe we'll still see it, but right now I doubt it. But I'm trying to think, because I think the most that they can have in this tournament, because you have to make sure you have a even number, so you have to have 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Maybe there's either going to be 16 people in there or 32 people in this. I don't see them going all the way to 64. There's just no way they're going to do that much in this tournament. I just don't think there's enough characters, and just unless you make a lot of side characters that we're not going to care about, which maybe is a possibility, but from how short these tournament arcs have been, or these, I should say the arcs, excuse me, not the tournaments. The arcs in the show, they've been all 13 episodes, so if we follow that formula, I think the most that they can honestly do is probably 32. I'm going to guess. Maybe 16 might be a little bit shorter. No, 16 might be, no, because that only leaves, no, I'm trying to think. Because if that's 16, I think there's 8 different duels we'll see in the series. So that probably would be the case, because I think 32 might be too much, honestly. But I could be wrong about that. Let me know what you guys think, how many people are going to be in the tournament, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, just let me know any predictions that you got going forward. I guess I can't even ask that because I feel like you have to talk about the spoiler. So if you want to talk about it, that's fine. I don't care, but just make sure if you have to spoil something, again, just let it know. If you think you could say anything without spoiling it, then that's completely fine. But guys, that's honestly going to be it. I don't have anything else to talk about this. This was definitely a longer discussion than I thought it was going to be. One more thing before I start to do the end credits, and this is something I just thought about because I think this would be a really cool thing. Let me know in the comment section below. After this duel, do you want Roman and Tsuchiko to become rivals for the rest of the series? I just thought about that, and I think giving Roman a rival, I think might boost her up a little bit for me. I don't know. I think it would just be cool for her to have a rival for the series. I mean, we already have Yuga and Rowan. Technically, you could say Yuga and Rook as well because they're kind of going for the same thing. Gakuto doesn't have any right now, but maybe there will be a character that we'll see him be rivals with. Maybe he can. Who would he be a rival with, actually? I don't know if there's a character in the series that he could be a rival. Maybe he's to his sense. I don't know. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But would you guys like Roman and Tsuchiko to become rivals for the rest of the show? I think this would be really cool. I don't think girls really have main series rivals. Like, there might be seasons that they have, like a season like they have a rival. Like, I remember Akiza had, I guess, Misty was a rival for her, even though they dueled twice, so I guess you can consider that. I mean, if you don't count dueling as well, I think Lexus and Blair was kind of a rival, but that wasn't towards dueling, and that was more towards Judai. That's so weird just to say, but you know, we've seen girls have rivals before, so would you like this to be a main series, or maybe just this season? Maybe this can just be a season rival, who knows? I would really like to know what you guys' thoughts on that. I think Roman having a rival, I think, would be a really, really cool idea. So, yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this Summary and Cast List video. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts on this down below. Every question that I answer. And also, and this is just more me personally, I want to get to know you guys' opinions on it because I've heard a lot of mixed things more recently about this entire topic. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of Roman's power? I don't remember if I asked that or not, but let me know, guys, do you like her going into this mode? Do you think this is something that she needed, or do you wish that they just never did this, or even if you're just in between it? Because I think my issue with it is like she just uses it at the end of the duel, and I don't like that. I feel like that's just a cop out of her winning, like to give her a winning. Like, I feel like once she activates that power, oh, she's just gonna win. Like, I don't really like that. Plus, I remember episode 14, and I absolutely despise the way they did that because after that duel, she didn't remember anything, and I was like, are you kidding me? It acted like she was brainwashed. And then the other one, at least she remembered, but I also don't take that as much of a benefit because she was in the middle of that duel. I feel like she was just out of the duel in the first one, and then the second one she was more focused in the duel, and then I feel like she only remembered what was going on, and that's why she was able to know everything that happened, because that's the way it took it, because it looked like she remembered everything, but I feel like she more remembered, from what I saw, she remembered that she dueled Arya, and from, you can just look at it, she beat him, so she's like, oh, I beat Arya, so I don't know. But hopefully with this duel, she doesn't. I think the worst thing they can do with this, because they're gonna do it anyways, just don't make her lose her memory of it. I think that's just gonna be your best route out of it, I guess. But I don't know. I'm still not gonna like either way. But hopefully I can enjoy the duel. I mean, the last two duels that we've seen of her, if you remember my ranking videos, I think I had those at the second and third least favorite out of the episodes 10 through 20. So, yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Is it going to join down in those lower ranks for this arc, or just for, like, the next? Because I think the next one is going to be episodes 21 through 30, I believe, are the next ones. I could be wrong about that one, actually. No, 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 no. It should be 21 through 30 should be the next one. So I'm excited to see where that's going to be placed, but maybe I'll have a different opinion. Probably not, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, guys, take care and have yourselves a great rest of your day.